So, is the Corvette E-Ray the best vehicle to use in Forza Horizon 5? That's what we're going to be finding out today, because today we're going to be reviewing this vehicle, which, surprisingly, I haven't done a video on yet. But today we're going to be checking out if this car is good for handling, acceleration, and in overall performance, because of course this is a high performance vehicle in Forza Horizon 5. And yes, you can do more customization to this vehicle. So we're going to be checking out if this car is going to be best to use for any street races or even just normal races in general. Now, of course, I'm surprised that this is, because I'm pretty sure, I remember correctly, this is supposed to be an electric vehicle, but I'm not too sure. Well, I'm pretty sure it is a hybrid or something, I'm not too sure. I haven't really checked much information of the actual vehicle, but I do know this is in Forza Horizon 5 and Forza Motorsport, of course. Now, right now, I'm going to say this. The sound is so good. This thing is such a beautiful vehicle. Now, if I get a good angle, it's just good acceleration so far. We'll do a 0 to 100 and like how many seconds it takes to get to 0 to 100, but this is such a smooth vehicle to drive. Now, handling wise, if I go around corners with a high amount of speed, handling is not the worst I've ever experienced in this game. Now, of course, different vehicles can basically give you different types of handling, and this is one of the cars I would really recommend when it comes to handling, because I'm going around these corners pretty smoothly without actually crashing out, which obviously is a big plus unless you are really wanting to crash into some cars in this game. But handling wise, this thing is a beast. Now, of course, you'll have some slippery parts, but it's actually not too bad. Of course, this car is stock, so there's no customization to it. I could actually make a fully modded version of this vehicle if I wanted to, because I have two of these. Surprisingly, I think one was from the actual festival playlist when this thing came out. The other was probably from like just a challenge. But we're going to try to see what we can get in terms of 0 to 60 first, and then we'll look at the handling on like a course type of format, because of course we're close to the circuit, so we're going to also just test it out there. So right now, let me pull up the app for a stopwatch, and we're going to see how well this thing performs, because of course best to know what this thing can do in terms of races. So handbrake is on, rev it, and start. And that is going to be at 2.9, I'll say around about 3 seconds, 0 to 100, which is not bad. That's actually pretty good. Now, obviously, we gotta test this out in more of a track scenario, because this vehicle is well known in more of circuit races. And okay, that was just two cars in each other, whatever that was. I don't know what was happening there, if I'm being honest. But right now we're getting up to obviously the more track-like part of this game. So let's see. Go around corners. Try not to get, any assists with the lineage, because of course I want to see how far we can push this vehicle really. Okay, so this is going to be a well-known turn for a lot of you. So let's see. Ooh, some slide. It could be because I braked too late. But of course, we gotta make sure this car can handle certain corners at certain speeds. So let's go on more of an inside line. The handling is there. It is there. It has some good grip for a stock vehicle. Braking is very delayed though. I'll definitely say if you're wanting to have better braking and using this car more for asphalt races, you'll definitely have to upgrade the brakes a bit, because that's gonna be an issue. Tight turn here. Turn radius is not too bad. It's definitely flat to rank kids in any way. I'll give it maybe 7 out of 10. It's a decent turn radius. Now, of course, we gotta check out the interior, because this vehicle is so beautiful. Like, this interior is, they did a good job. I'll say that. They did a really good job. Now, if you're gonna be racing first person, this wheel is definitely going to be a big help for a lot of you that are going to be doing first-person racing, because, of course, I did a lot of first-person racing for my personal races when I'm not streaming or recording videos. and it is actually not too bad because obviously the wheel doesn't get in the way sometimes. But let's get into the garage and see what type of upgrades you can actually do to the vehicle, because of course we want to upgrade this vehicle once in a while. So going to the upgrades and tuning, let's see what type of conversions we can do. So we got 4 conversions. Okay, so what's the body kit? I wonder. Ooh, wait a minute. That is actually astonishing. That is. It does decrease our speed though, but it does help with braking somehow. Launch does go down a little bit, but it does increase us to, I'll say, about 8 or so, basically in our class, which is not too bad. But it looks really nice. I'll definitely say that. That makes it look more track worthy. I mean, that looks so clean. That looks so clean. Now, what else can we do? Engine swap. What type of engines can we go for? We got options for a V6, V12. We got an option for a V8, which looks like might be the best option to go for if you're wanting to upgrade this vehicle for better launch and acceleration. We got another V12, but a 7.7 liter, and obviously a racing V12. So you got some good options. Now, of course, this is already an all-wheel drive. I think it's best to keep it on all-wheel drive because rear-wheel drive does decrease your speed, and obviously you can lose control pretty easily in loft turns. Now, aspiration, twin turbo. It's not too bad. It does decrease a lot of definitely off-road use, but I mean, I don't think much people are going to use this for off-road use at all. But let's see, aero, what can we do? We got some decent choices, okay. We got the Forza edition. I mean, front bumper is not too bad. Rear wing, what options? We got, 5 options. Okay, so we got proper wing, which, I mean, I'm trying to get a good angle for this. These two aren't too bad. This one is just no wing. This one, ooh, I kind of like that. Although, I mean, you got, I don't know about the double wing though. Then you got the Forza wing. I don't know why Forza always has to do wings. That's sick. But whenever there's a Forza wing, it makes the car look worse in some ways, or just decreases the performance way more, which Forza, please don't stop trying. Just let the actual body kits be added to the game. But it's time to get to the final conclusion of would I recommend this vehicle. Of course, this vehicle has some upsides and downsides, and I'll definitely say this. Pros of this vehicle is that, well, stock mode, you basically gotta do absolutely nothing to this vehicle. It has performance, it has decent handling. It's just the cons is that the braking is a bit delayed when it comes to this vehicle. The 0 to 100 is actually not too bad, and I'll say the final con is maybe, I don't know, there's not much cons about this E-Ray. Now, of course, there's tons of things you can do with this vehicle. We saw some of the things you can do in terms of engine swap, body kits, and so much more. But this is, in my full honesty, a good vehicle to go for. So if you are going to be using, or if you're wanting to get a new car that is going to be good for basically racing or street races, this could be a good option to go for. But otherwise, let me know in the comments below, what do you think of this vehicle? Do you think it's a good option to go for new drivers to basically just stick to a stock vehicle that don't have much credits? Or do you think this is another vehicle that can compete against this vehicle in the same range? But let me know in the comments below, and yeah, see you guys in the next video. Bye.